to have been in operation. The gang ones that the Gitele spoke about, that they are still gang. So all I'm saying is I feel things, my lady, managed to gather so much damning information against our ANC leaders that they are holding them at ransom to keep these little dark scheming operational. This is why Simon Kulu was giving his witness, his evidence statement. He said that the fact that was omitted in Canada's statement that only a person who's been there is one team. So I believe taking the right lady. Kumi came in because he played Zuma and was given a position in the seventh administration only to be set up for this malady. I rest my case for
Yeah,
now.
look,
But
look.
if you are looking,
Yeah,
yes,
Dan, go ahead.
yes, if we are looking for one of the big fives, we must look at the Gitele. Mfumi has just been, they are just pulling a tierra on us with Mfumi. The story is that the teams have been having a time of their lives with their huge budget. So anyone who tries to disband them must know that he's free. That's why I believe that sooner or later we'll get to know the truth because all these crimes are still happening with all these little tax teams. I had no problem until I started hearing their budget, Malay, and I feel that those who
Yeah.
are having a La Vita time with these budget of these tax teams are not happy when they want to disband them. So they must be someone to come and tell us these little tax teams about their budget and what they have done after hearing that he's been 15 years being a minister, deputy minister of nothing. Thank you, Malay.
Dan, thanks for that quote, Dan. Being a deputy minister of nothing. Yeah, without designated roles and responsibilities, right? So, yeah, so what do you do when you get to the office every day? How do you know whether you're moving forward or moving backward in as far as the role that you're supposed to be performing is? And I must say, that what Dan is saying, I believe there's a lot of truth in that. But how do you have an SAPS that is driven by so much mistrust? If nobody trusts each other to the extent that they do, can they ever win in fighting crime? Dwaisa, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Sis Kitty, and to the SAFM listeners.
Yes, sir.
Um, Quickly, adding to what was said yesterday, uh, we heard that one of the child or the suspects who were arrested uh, told the coordinator, Captain Wanda, in fact, asked him that what's going to happen next to him. And when Captain asked, he said, no, because one of one of the people who are arrested, including the boss, uh, is a friend of friends of Mkulu. For that, I can only say wow and say South Africans, let's keep on connecting with us.
And
So
and this
that's all.
and and, and
That's
this
all I can say.
and this was Molife's bodyguard,
Right.
right? So yeah, so Dwaisa, you know when it comes to statements like that, in as much as it paints a picture, if Brown Mogotsi has taught us anything, it's that they are individuals who can go around name dropping and saying whatever they will about their proximity or closeness to others. So it is a starting point, but I believe that one would need something more substantive than a bodyguard merely saying, this one is close to my boss. Because how many bodyguards out there think that their bosses are the most powerful, strongest men or women in society? That's how the system is set up, right?
Exactly, Siskate. I hear you and I understand what you are saying. It's like saying, I know someone. The next question is so what? Because you are lying on the ground, you are arrested. Then what does that mean? That maybe you must think twice because the also arrested with me is the friend of Mkul. Anyway, I hear you. I hear you completely. But my feedback today was the evidence by Minister uh, Castle Mochade on, on Monday. I strongly feel it was weak. It was weak. The two quick reasons why I'm saying this. You know, he told us that he saw the directive of the 21st on social media, this one. And it's been a whole year without having the pieces of his duties of his powers, what to do on daily basis. But what, what did he do? After the directive on the social media and the another year, not him only, with another deputy minister. The secretary on the office for the whole year without the of the what did he do? Apparently, nothing. He goes on saying that SAPS is in fact. You know, we are a society, we are not in SAPS, but we can see sectionalism. It's laid there. We can see that. And how the minister that the SAPS is in fact.
Dwaisa,
And if further, yes,
did you get the sense that the deputy minister was trying his best to not rock the boat? That he didn't want to say anything to upset either party. I certainly felt like he wanted to walk as straight a line as possible.
that's exactly how I feel. And that he was trying by all means to play it safe. But by all means to play it safe. And he kind of goes on and saying, no, he understood why after a year he received the because his boss, Tony, was still familiarizing himself with the job at hand. But guess what? The very thing Tony hardly years, 5 months on the job, issues those directions on the 31st. Then there's not someone who is still trying to please himself with the job.
Okay,
Definitely not at all. Not at
okay.
all.
Dwaisa, let's leave it there. Yeah,
No, that's
it's very interesting to see how people also choose to position their evidence and the testimony that they're giving. And you can tell that they're managing the politics, the factionalism, that there's so many considerations that are going into that moment for individuals and not just about what is really in the best interest of the country. Mapuka, you're in Empangeni. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Empangeni, rather. Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Cathy. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
You've partly taken words out of my mouth by saying that the deputy minister very, very careful of not rocking the point. Look all upon them and tackle that we all have to try to tie close to independence as possible. The reason for that, somebody out there is controlling whatever we're doing. There is a narrative that is saying there is a narrative. We want to live up to it, whether knowingly or unknowingly. And uh, the as they say, battle that one has to fight to win, is to try as be close to independence. Because the reason I'm saying that Mohlahlana knows the truth, but he was trying to stay as close to where the hit that attack. Now that there is this turmoil at the moment, it doesn't know which side to come out of Korea. Hence, was to lie on the mainly. It's so sad as a country if we 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 are not as independent as we were said. Because it means that we'll never win as a country. We
But
will always
Mapuka,
lose.
do you
Yes,
blame
ma'am.
him though? Do you blame
No,
him?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
because
guilty as well. I'm also guilty.
he's clearly, we're in a situation here where
Mm,
everybody's safeguarding their own interests.
correct.
I mean, if Minister Begiqele can come before Parliament and say, yes, I know these criminals. In fact, I get information from them. I have no intention of stopping their relationships. I enjoy benefits from time to time, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's been clear, and he's saying, don't expect me to change anything, because I'm not. I'm not going to change anything. And what do we do with the kind of picture that emerges?
Hence, I'm saying you are correct. Hence, I'm saying that's my point exactly. That we are agents. We are all, including myself. Only that some of us are consciously, and some of us are not. We are manipulated by our physical needs. Some of us are not set to face the tide, swim against the tide. Some of us are. You understand what I'm saying? Hence, I'm saying the struggle that we are all facing. I was listening to a lady this morning, a SAFM lady from 5 to 6. The, I've invited to go and listen. The struggle is for us to try to close as possible to our independence because it's difficult. But thank you for listening to me.
Yeah, Mapuka, thanks for that. Thanks for those reflections. And look, I think we'll have an opportunity to unpack all of these really important themes that are emerging from these processes currently underway. All right, let's then go to the latest news headlines. After that, we'll take you straight into the commission, which continues with its evidence with Witness C.
Good morning. In the headlines, Parliament's ad hoc committee has confirmed it has decided to call back KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi when it starts to wrap up its work. The committee was established to investigate Mkhwanazi's allegations that senior police officials, including Minister Senzo Mchunu, are corrupt, interfere in policing operations, and have links to criminal syndicates. The City of Ekurhuleni Council is today expected to decide on the Metro Police Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi's future. The council must decide on whether to place Mkhwanazi on precautionary suspension or not. And the N3 highway between Van Riemen's Pass and Montrose in the Free State is still closed following a collision between a minibus taxi and a truck. 8 people were killed and 6 others injured in the crash which happened this morning. For SAFM News, I am Anne Musa.
SAFM 104 to 107 nationwide.
Final theme. We are on theme 5, which concerns the arrest of Mr. Mohlahlana. Witness C, with reference to paragraphs 84 and 85, please tell the commission on which date a warrant of arrest was issued in respect of Mr. Mohlahlana and your role in acquiring that document.
Thank you, commissioners. Yeah, on the 13th of May 2025, I prepared an application for a warrant of an arrest with regards to Mr. Mohlahlana, and thereafter proceeded to run a report whereby the senior public prosecutor read through the application and made his recommendations to the magistrate. Proceeded to the magistrate offices, and they indeed signed the warrant that was issued. Is on the
Witness C, Mr. Mohlahlana stands as an accused in respect of the Santon CAS 43610 of 2023. That was your earlier evidence, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. Please tell the commission what charges he is facing and he's co-accused in respect of that matter.
Thank you. Is witness number, is suspect number 3 on Santen Case 436 of 10/2024, the case that is 2023, sorry, the case that is appearing at Alexander Magistrate Court at the moment. And he's facing charges of attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder. And his co-accused is Musake Kana and Floyd Chiao Mabusel. And later on, others suspects were added after his arrest, which is his wife, Cathy Mohlahlana, and the Mabusela's daughter, Cathy Singh Nzama. Thank you.
Witness C, specifically, what role do you believe Mr. Mohlahlana played in the commission of this offense?
Mr. Mohlahlana, we regard him as a hit orderer, and due to the fact that the days before the commission of this crime, on the 12th of to Mr. Mabusela's daughter, Tabise, to her company actually. And on the 18th, the day after the hit, he paid an amount of 100,000 to Mabusela's daughter again.
Ms. Mohlahlana, if I may just ask, just to refresh my memory. Witness C, in that paragraph 86, where you've listed names, just remind us, is Diego Floyd Mabusela the same person that was arrested in relation to the Vereeniging case?
That is correct, yes.
Thank you.
It's the same person that was arrested in a Mercedes-Benz that was stuck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness C, you were in the course of explaining to the commission what aspects of your investigation informed the decision to apply for a warrant of arrest for Mr. Mohlahlana. You were in paragraph 87 and 88. Please continue.
Thank you. Yes, on our investigations, we conducted, we did apply for Section 205 in respects of the bank accounts. The one for Floyd Mabusela, actually for all the suspects, and the one for Tabise Nzama and her company. So then we realized that on the payment from Mr. Mohlahlana to Nzama's account, it was, the reference was Media 24, Medi 24. But now, when we go now deeper into the Section 205 or the Section 236 thereof, it was realized that it isn't, the money isn't coming from the Medi 24 Tshwane district. It was coming from CAT VIP Security Services. Though the reference, he put the very references for his medical company. So then we were indeed convinced that these payments were for the planning of the shooting, and also then for the payment, the next payment was for indeed for the job that has been done.
Thank you, Witness C. Please turn to paragraph 89 of your statement and describe to the Commission the events of the 14th of May.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 14th of May in the morning, as we had now already had the J50 in our hands, we now started to do the reconnaissance and the surveying of Mr. Mahlala's movements. And yes, we were able to follow him up until Midrand on the new road. When we apprehended, when we arrested him there, he even said, "No, I was coming from Ria Kiega's house," but we didn't really took cognizance of that much, because like what we needed was only our suspect for the attempted murder case.
Thank you, Witness C. Your second sentence of paragraph 89. Could you please read that into the record? It begins, "We were able to."
Oh, we were able to apprehend Mr. Mahlala because the car he was traveling in, that he 40, this is English, had a car puncture, and we were able to arrest him as his motorcade had been standing alongside the road.
Thank you, Witness C. The use of the word fortuitously in paragraph 89 suggests that it was lucky, or that you considered it lucky or fortunate, that Mr. Mahlala had a car puncture and you were able to arrest him. Please explain to the commission why you thought that was lucky.
Okay, thank you. When we were doing the surveillance on him, as I have indicated earlier, we surveilled him and we were standing from a bit of a distance when he proceeded to a certain estate in Midrand, with which I have just indicated that he said he was there at the former Commissioner Ria Kiega's premises. Then when he left that premises, his motorcade was driving at a very high speed. And as they were driving at a very high speed, we couldn't we couldn't catch him as it was driving at a high speed. Unfortunately, and unfortunate for him, he hit a pothole along the new road. So, and his Mercedes-Benz came to a standstill on the side of the road. Thank you.
Witness C, when you say he was driving at high speed, his motorcade was driving at high speed and you couldn't catch him, are you saying he was aware of you, that you were trying to catch up with him and he was avoiding you? I just want to understand what the import of that evidence.
Commissioners, as a person who had always told us that he is connected, I would assume, Commissioners, that he was aware that we were after him. So maybe he had made us, Commissioner, as we did a reconnaissance on him.
You're not.
Remember,
Sorry,
Commissioners, his security detail, mostly they are ex-military officers from the elite section of the military. So they will also deploy their own skills also to check the surroundings and stuff. Maybe they might have made us.
But you're not saying it as a fact that there was a chase, a police chase of him. He was aware of you, that you were trying to stop him, and he was driving they were driving at that high speed while you were chasing after them. You're not saying that as a fact.
No, Commissioners, we were not chasing them.
Yes.
We were following him in order to find a proper spot where we will stop him. But unfortunately, on his part, he was driving faster than one would expect him to be driving on that road. I think that road is the maximum speed there is 60 kilometers or so he was driving above that 60 kilometers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness B, please continue and proceed to paragraph 90. You were detailing the events of the day.
Thank you. Upon his arrest, he was read, his rights were read to him, and then we informed him that he was being arrested for 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, and we proceeded to Boksburg SAPS. And whilst upon arrival at Boksburg SAPS, before he could be charged, he indicated that he would want us to talk. Then we requested an office whereby myself, witness A, and witness B, we were afforded an office, and we indeed had a talk with him.
Thank you, Witness C. Could we then proceed to discuss in some detail the informal talk, as you explain it, that you had with Mr. Mohlahlana after his arrest, with reference to paragraph 91? Please detail any remarks you wish to make there before we turn the page.
Okay. When we were talking now, remember now, it is now myself, witness A, and witness B. Witness A and witness B were not present on the 6th of December 2024 when we did the raid. He started again telling us of his connections with the high-ranking officials of the SAPS, and also started name dropping again and indicating that it was he was close to the minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, and the person named Brown Muhoti. As we go further, he even told us that he had been used by the Deputy National Commissioner, Lieutenant General Simbia, that they wanted to get through to our boss, which is Lieutenant General Sani Kumalo. They wanted to get through to Lieutenant General Malo through me and my commander who raided his house on the 6th of December. That is why there had been cases that he was persuaded to open.
Thank you, Witness. Witness C?
Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
is when he also indicated that he went to Brooklyn SAPS to open a case, and the case of theft or house robbery, whereby he listed the items that were stolen as the firearms, cell phones, and the Rolex watch, to be specific.
Witness C.
Thank you.
Witness C, my apologies. Perhaps let's move through the evidence systematically. Could we turn to page 30 of your witness statement? Thank you. Under the heading of Minister Mchunu, we're then at paragraph 92.
Before you do that, Ms. Mahlasedi, I don't know if it's a typo that the witness should clarify in page 91, in the paragraph 91, I beg your pardon. There seems to be a word missing or something. Just after the comma in the third line, he would reference chats on his face in support of what he was sharing with us. Is there a word missing? And can you put that to the witness?
My apologies, Commissioner Baloy. That should be, he would reference chats on his cell phone. Yes,
You have
please.
the witness confirm that?
Witness C, can you confirm? Please turn back to paragraph 91 on page 29.
Yes, I confirm that yes, he will make reference to the chats on his cell phone.
Thank you, Witness C. Let's then turn over to page 30. We are at paragraph 92. And please explain to the commission, how Mr. Matlala said he came to know or engage Minister Mchunu.
Thank you. Through his talk, he indicated that he was introduced to Minister Mchunu and that Mr. Mchunu had ambitions to run for presidency in the ANC. And then there were people and minister also that were going around looking for the people who will contribute to his campaign. And indeed, Mr. Matlala was one of the people who had contributed to the campaign, as he indicated that on January he had contributed to an amount, to the total amount of 500,000, whereby he purchased flight tickets and paid for the accommodation for the members of the ANC who were going to Cape Town for the July 8 statement for the ANC. So, and also that he will also refer back to his phones where he will show us the messages between him and the person named Brown Mokoti in those flight agreements.
Witness C, at that point in the...
Sorry, Witness C, did you say what, July 8?
January 8.
January 8, thank you.
Witness C, with reference to paragraph 94, please continue detailing to the commission the content of your discussion with Mr. Matlala and his relationship with the minister.
Thank you. Yeah, I jokingly asked if he had he believed if Minister Mchunu will succeed in the presidency campaign for the ANC, and he indicated that now he did not believe that the minister will win in his campaign, but he was afraid of discouraging him. And that he also informed us pertaining our raid on the 6th December 2024 that he complained to Brown Mokoti and the minister that yes, the police have raided his house on the 6th of December and nothing has happened as yet.
Thank you, Witness C. Please then proceed to detail the kind of assistance that Mr. Matlala says he received from the minister. This is with reference to paragraph 95 of your statement.
Thank you. Yeah, in his response pertaining the assistance that he got for the 6 December raid at his house, he said the minister had engaged with his security and they have utilized the grabber machines in order to identify the SAPS members who had been investigating him and who had raided his house at on the 6th of December. And that is where now Mr. Mokgotsi had sent him the vehicle registration numbers of the cars that we were using when we went to his house. And that is where now he had also made they had also made inquiries on my identity and my commander's identity. And that is how he knew that it was us and that we belonged to a team headed by Lieutenant General S.D. Kumar. Thank you.
And then following the receipt of that information, what steps did Mr. Matlala then take to get GCI ops off his back or to deter the ongoing investigation into him?
Okay, thank you. That is when now he was advised to do a litigation against the team that came to his house, and he lied that we have stolen his Rolex watch, the Cartier, his wife's Cartier watch, and the Apple MacBook Pro, and indeed we received that litigation, and he also told us that for him to go to Brooklyn SAPS to open a case, it was an advice by Mr. Brown Mohosi, the minister, and the DNC. And he went to Brooklyn SAPS, then they were of no assistance to him as the items that he listed to be stolen. They were reflecting on the SAP 13 to show that the officers didn't steal from him, and then the case was never registered. Then, through the assistance of the DNC and the minister, together with Brown Mokgotsi, then a certain Colonel Simelane of Gauteng Crime Intelligence was assigned to assist him in opening a case, and I believe that the case has been opened at Proteaclan SAPS against the team. He was also informed that he should open a case with IP.
Before you move on from paragraph 95, good morning, witness. It's Commissioner Khumalo here. You say in the last sentence of paragraph 95, Mr. Matlala disclosed this is how he came to know of the identities of the two officers who played a key role in this operation. I'm assuming you're talking about A and B, but you also said this is how he said he knew about us. I'm interested in knowing whether Mr. Matlala mentioned to you that he knew that you were a member of the PKTT.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Yes, He indicated that that is how he knew of the key role members who came to his house. And he was referring to myself, witness C, and my commander that I went to the house with, because they did inquiries on our SAPS system, and indeed they had found that myself and my commander were members of the PKTT.
Thank you.
And he was also informed that since we are members of the PKTT, we are working under the command of Lieutenant General S.D. Kumar.
Thank you, Commissioner Kumalo.
Witness C, in paragraph 96 of the statement, you say he was advised by the minister and Brown Mokgotsi, but I think in your oral evidence now, you also mentioned you said DNC, and I assume it's Deputy National Commissioner. Did I hear you properly? And that Deputy National Commissioner is who?
It's Lieutenant General Sibia.
Thank you.
Witness C, you should please wait for the question to be finished before you respond. Because if you talk at the same time as the asker, there will be problems with transcription. Do you understand that?
I do understand, commissioners, and apologies to that fact.
Thank you.
And then still on that paragraph, in the next page at page 31, you say he was then advised to go to Soweto and introduced to a colonel who took his statement, but that did not go anywhere. You've mentioned in your oral evidence a Colonel Simelane. Is that the colonel you're referring to in that paragraph? Because there's no name next to the colonel.
That is correct, commissioners. It is Colonel Simelane, who is I think head of crime intelligence.
Crime intelligence, yes.
Soweto side.
Okay, no, carry on. Finish off what you wanted to say.
I was still explaining to say that this Colonel Simelane is the head of crime intelligence at the Soweto area, Gauteng Soweto area.
And then you say who took his statement, but that did not go anywhere. What do you mean it did not go? What did he mean? Did he explain what it means it did not go anywhere?
Thank you, commissioners. I think my assumption to the fact that it did not go anywhere is that maybe no further investigations were conducted on that respect, commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness C, can I ask you to turn to paragraph 95, please? With reference to, thank you, with reference to the final sentence in that paragraph. Just for clarity, please confirm that the reference to operation in paragraph 95 is a reference to the operation of which date?
Thank you, commissioners. It is a reference to the operation on the 6th of December, where we visited his house in Pretoria, looking for the team Chirebushoga.
Thank you, Witness C. And please also inform the Commission whether Witness A and B were present at the operation that day.
Witness A and B were not present as they were conducting a parallel operation at the house of Mr. Cathy Mohlahlana for his arrest.
Thank you, Witness C. A further question for completion. With reference to paragraph 96, where you've detailed in your evidence the High Court application that Mr. Mohlahlana brought, please inform the Commission whether this is a reference to the earlier litigation concerning missing firearms, a Cartier watch, and a Rolex watch. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners. It is referring to those items that he indicated that we have stolen. The matter that was supposed to have been sitting on the 24th of December 2024, but eventually withdrawn from the court room.
Witness C, you've also then engaged Commissioner Baloyi on the statement that Mr. Mohlahlana alleges he made to a colonel in Soweto. If you please then continue with your evidence concerning the proposed IPID complaint. This is towards the end of paragraph 96.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yeah, he also he further informed us that he was advised that for the case to stand stronger against the SAPS members, he should invite his wife into opening an assault case against the members that visited his house to strengthen the case. But he said he didn't want his wife to be involved in all these things, so he would rather not involve his wife in opening a case, a false case against the members.
Witness C, is it then your evidence that Mr. Mohlahlana shared with you that he had taken several steps to attempt to deter the investigation, including lodging the High Court application, approaching the colonel in Soweto, as well as the proposed IPID complaint? Is that correct?
That is correct. That yes, indeed, he did that eventually. In following that litigation that he had made against us, then I remember on the 18th and 19th of December, we again went to his offices at VIP security offices for the compliance inspection. So this, according to him, it triggered him to say that the minister, Mokgotsi, and the Lieutenant General Sibia are using him and are failing to protect him. And he alluded to say that he then went to see the former Minister General Petitele to inform him of these developments. And that is where he was advised that he shouldn't make false cases against the police, and that he should withdraw the litigation against the police. And indeed, now on the 24th, the litigation was withdrawn against the police, which is the confirmation of what he had just said.
Witness C, if we could go back to paragraph 98, please. Upon realizing that none of the measures he had taken were successful, what steps then did Mr. Mohlahlana say he took?
Thank you, Commissioners. After the compliance inspection at his company, there were those discrepancies with the compliance inspection, and then he was to be arrested, and he went to hiding. Then he indicated that he reached out to Van Mukosi and the minister, informing them that the SAPS wants to arrest him. And he wanted also to know how were they protecting him.
Witness C, your exact words in paragraph 98 say he thereafter reached out to Mr. Mohlahlana and the minister and told them that the subs wanted to arrest him. By this, did he mean that he spoke to the minister directly and told them, meaning he also told the minister? Did he mean he spoke to the minister directly?
Thank you, Commissioner. That is my apprehension to say that it means he directly spoken to him, though he didn't specify. He specifically said that yes, on this date and time, I contacted Minister Matkun and spoke to him directly.
And what was your?
Or
Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
And on this date and time, I contacted Brown Mukosi and spoke to him about it. Thank you.
And what was your sense? Was this supposed to have been face to face, or was it supposed to have been a telephone call? Or by what means did he make contact and speak to them?
Commissioners, I wouldn't know exactly, but what he indicated is that the most times that he communicate with them, it would be via WhatsApp or Signal. He didn't specify as to when he reached out them, was it personal or over the line.
And did you ask for proof of such contact with the minister?
No, commissioners. At that time, commissioners, we were listening to what he was telling us, as he is the one who indicated that he wanted to talk. So then now, when one wants to talk, you lend an ear to that person. That is what we did, commissioners.
And the last two sentences of the paragraph say he demanded to know how they, that's Mr. Mohlahlana and the minister, would protect him. He demanded direct action from the minister, who refused to help him. With regard to these two sentences as well, I assume that you would give similar responses or answers with regard to the detail about which I just asked you.
That is correct, Commissioner.
Thank you, witness.
Just before you continue, Ms. Mohlahlana, witness C, in your paragraph 95, when you gave oral testimony, you left out an important word there. So maybe you should read the first sentence in full so that we have it on record. I think the word preceding security, you left it out when you were giving your oral evidence.
Commissioner Khumalo, should I read the whole paragraph from the first line?
You just read the whole paragraph, maybe, for the record. Paragraph 95.
Thank you, Commissioner. He told us that the minister engaged state security on his behalf and utilized grabber machines in order to pick up the identities of the SAPS officials investigating him. Mr. Mkhosi thereafter sent him the vehicle registration numbers of the vehicles that came to his property. Mr. Matlala disclosed that this is how he came to know the identities of the two officers who played a key role in the operation.
Thank you. I think the word you have left out is state, which is reference to state security.
That is correct. It is an omission, Commissioners.
Thank you, Commissioner Kumalo. Witness C, could we then please turn to paragraph 98 of your statement?
I am there, Commissioners.
Paragraph 98, you've given evidence that Mr. Matlala contacted the minister and Mr. Mokhotsi and demanded to know how they would protect him, and that he further demanded direct action from the minister. In sharing that with you, did Mr. Matlala explain to you on what basis he was entitled to make those demands and why he could demand protection directly from the minister?
Thank you, Commissioners. There, I will only make my own conclusions to say that he will demand, as he is one of the people who are contributing towards the campaign of the minister in becoming the president of the ANC. And because he, towards the end, he indicated that he had a feeling that these people are using him in order to get to Lieutenant General S.T. Kumar. That is why he was advised to open a case against myself and my commander as the two key role players in the operation of the 6th December in order to get through to General S.T. Kumar.
Thank you, Witness.
May witness see the question to you from Ms. Mahlasedi was whether Mr. Matlala said to you, did he explain to you on what basis he was entitled to make the demand? You've expressed your opinion. Is your answer that he did not say the basis on which he's entitled to make that demand?
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Yes, indeed, he did not say. That is why I only made the conclusion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. And notwithstanding Mr. Matlala's demand and notwithstanding the financial assistance you've alluded to, what steps did he take after his request for direct action was refused?
Thank you, Commissioners. He indicated that after he saw that this is become the protection that he was supposed to be receiving from the minister is not receiving. So he indicated that he went to KZN to see Undosi, and Undosi, with which he was referring to former Minister General Bheki Cele.
Did he explain what assistance he thought he could get from former Minister Cele?
Commissioners, he went and informed former Minister Bheki Cele to say that he indeed has a problem with the members that came to his house, and he was advised to make a false case against the police, and that the false case included the watch the Rolex watch that it was said that he had stolen. And in an actual fact, on the day that he went to see former Minister Cele, he also alluded that he was wearing the same watch, and he showed the same watch to the minister.
I am not sure that that answers my question. Mr. Cele is a former Minister of Police. He is no longer the Minister of Police. Minister Mkhunu is the Minister of Police. What assistance did Mr. Mohlahlana say he expected to get from Minister Cele, if he told you at all?
Thank you, commissioners. He didn't state as to what assistance was he expecting to receive from Minister Cele.
Did he say why he went to see him? The reason for the decision to go and see him?
Thank you, Commissioner. The reason for him to go and see the former Minister Cele is that it is because he saw that these were using him in order to get to Lieutenant General S.D. Kumalo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness C, with reference to paragraph 99, what then was the outcome or resolution of his meeting with the former Minister of Police?
Thank you. The resolution that was taken by former Minister Cele was that it is not good to open false cases against the police. And therefore, he should withdraw the case against the police. And also if I recall well, commissioners, he also indicated that after his meeting with former Minister Cele, he tried to reach to the KZN Provincial Commissioner, General Mkhwanazi, but unfortunately he couldn't get through. And also he tried to reach to Lieutenant General S.D. Kumalo, and also unfortunately he couldn't get through to them. So I wouldn't know, he didn't specify as to why did he wanted to get to meet them after the meeting with former Minister Cele.
And Witness C, despite saying he didn't inform you as to what the purpose of him reaching out to General Mkhwanazi and General Kumalo was, did he advise you as to whether those meetings were ever successful? Did he ever secure an audience with them?
When we interviewed him, he indicated that those meetings never happened. He didn't succeed in meeting them.
With reference to paragraph 100, please then inform the Commission what happened after Mr. Mohlahlana's engagement with former Minister Cele and what he shared with you there.
Thank you. During this interaction with Mr. Mohlahlana, I felt that Mr. Mohlahlana was very frustrated because on one hand,
he is funding the Minister Mkunu's presidential campaign, and he expected the minister to assist him in stopping the police from investigating him. And whereas now Mr. Mkunu and his group are failing to protect him on that sense. And on the other hand, again, after we have arrested him, he also informed us that on the previous day, which is the 13th of May, 2023, his contract with SAPS had been cancelled. 13 May 2025, his contract with SAPS, his tender contract with SAPS had been cancelled. Then he felt very disappointed to say that, yes, I am funding the person who has all the powers to can make things happen to me, for me, and that person is not giving me any assistance. But that person is just as extending a receiving hand from my side.
Witness C, with reference to paragraph 101, what steps then did Mr. Mohlahlana say he intended to take in light of this double disappointment that he had experienced?
Thank you. On the date that we arrested him, he had informed us that he had sent a text message to Mr. Mohlahlana that he had recorded everything and he was going to expose everything. So now, he also indicated when we were with him that he was going to go to the High Court to make an affidavit to expose his relationship with Minister Mkunu and also incriminating him on all these on his criminal activities.
Thank you, Witness C. With reference to paragraph 102, you've provided testimony to the Commission about the exchange of funds from Mr. Mohlahlana to the Minister. Please then explain what he told you about how funds were transferred to the Minister and Mr. Brown Mokhotsi.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yeah, when it comes to the funding of the minister's campaign, he informed us that he would transfer money through to a company that is registered under Mr. Brown Mokhotsi, and then Brown Mokhotsi will be the one who will relay the money to the minister.
Please proceed.
And the account numbers with which he had been transferring money to had been given to us. And after he had sent that, like the money to through to Brown Mokhotsi, then he will thereafter send a proof of payment to Brown Mokhotsi for the confirmation of the payment.
Please proceed to paragraph 103.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yeah, he gave us an example of for his funding that or for his sponsorship that he had sponsored the ministers' delegates to the January 8 celebration of the National Congress, African National Congress, and he paid an amount close to 500,000
for the people who were going, for the members of the parliament and ministers delegates who were going to attend to that function in, he said it was in Cape Town. And for that funding, he used a company known as Hotel Specialists for the flights and flights, accommodation, and the entertainment for the delegates. And the list or the names of the delegates were given to him by Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Witness C. Chairperson, in order to set up the recordings, might I ask for a brief adjournment?
All right, so we just have a discussion taking place
We'll
between
hear, we'll
the
attend, we'll
commissioners
hear from you.
ahead
Thank you, Chairperson.
of this slight adjournment while they prepare the technology then to show the evidence in as far as what is coming out of this particular testimony is concerned. Absolutely explosive allegations being made by witness C at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. And one has to go back to what we know or what we have been told so far about the January 8th gathering, right? The Minister Senzo Mchunu has given evidence about that before the ad hoc committee, denies knowing Brown Mokgotse to that extent, denies that they would ever be engaged in any kind of arrangements like the January 8th gathering, as it were. And now you have a witness C who was part of the officers who arrested Vusimusi Matlala. And he's saying this is what the suspect told him. This is what the suspect told him. And it was out of frustration about the fact that he simply was not receiving the protection that he felt he was due, given how much money he had already put into not only the coffers of the police minister Senzo Mchunu, allegedly, but also of the coffers of the Deputy National Commissioner, that is General Sibia. So these are absolutely damning allegations, to say the least. The timing of when all of this happened is also important, right? But how interesting that one of the officers was just coming from the house of Ria Pierre, and that's just left there. She's the former national commissioner. And then on the other hand, you have a Cat Magala who, as this officer is putting on the record, was actively consulting with former Minister Bheki Cele and getting advice from him. That is the statement that has been put about how to navigate the challenges that he's going through. If even half of what is being said is true and can withstand the scrutiny of a court, then we are clearly in a lot more trouble than we realize. Because there's this web that emerges from all of this evidence. So we'll now wait to see what evidence is going to be presented before the commission to substantiate what witness C is saying. But how is it also that you have all of you have these former officials that are in they're actively involved. They are still active players in part of what we see. Absolutely fascinating, to say the least. So we'll continue then with that commission of inquiry as soon as they come back. For now, let's take a quick break and we're back with more.
Join us Tuesday evening at 6 on Afternoon Express as we open up to your best life. The one and only Somizi Mhlongo goes back to school as part of his newest foray in the world of fashion. Musical maestro Lord Kez unpacks her story and how her newest song is sweeping the nation. And we unpack how every South African can turn their dream into a reality. That's Tuesday evening at 6 with repeats Sunday mornings at 8:30 only on S3.
This season, make Christmas magic together with Spar and Super Savings. Like 120-gram Lay's potato chips, buy any two for 38 Rand plus 100 megs free data on Spar Mobile. Or 1.8-liter Ola Rich and Creamy ice cream. Buy any two for 100 Rand plus 250 megs free data on Spar Mobile. Prices valid 21 October to 9 November 2025. While stocks last. T's and C's apply. Extraordinary is built brick by digital brick. Vodacom Business powers strong businesses and thriving communities with scalable cloud, trusted security, smart AI, and IoT that connects what truly matters. This is how we're building a nation that's connected, empowered, and ready to lead. Visit www.vodacombusiness.co.za. Together, let's build the extraordinary. Vodacom Business, further together. This October month, SAFM focuses on cybersecurity awareness. As we live more of our lives online, staying safe in the digital world has never been more important. From spotting cyber threats to protecting your personal data, SAFM brings you the conversations that empower you to stay secure. SAFM, leading the conversations that move us.
With the ever-changing financial landscape, it can be difficult to make sense of all the moves at times. Join me, Jimmy Moyaha, on the SAFM Market Update with MoneyWeb, Mondays to Thursdays, 6 to 7 p.m, as we break down the key market trends, top financial stories, and smart investment insights, all in one place. It's everything you need to stay financially informed and ahead of the curve.
Doing the right thing just got more rewarding from October 8th to the 31st of December. When you pay your SABC TV license, we'll say thank you with a 50 Rand grocery voucher and more. It's our way of celebrating you for helping us to keep local stories and talent alive. Pay, wait for your SMS, and follow the instructions to claim your reward. Make sure your contact details are up to date so we can send your prize straight to you. TV licenses, pay yours, make a difference.
The Talking Point with Cathy Mohlahlana. Weekdays, 9 a.m. till midday.
Good morning, SAF. Listening to the ordinary witnesses compared to their bosses. This witness EBC, I don't know what they are ranking at, the Philippines or just they are making more sense than what their bosses have been saying or been testifying in the Madonna promotion. Thank you, Anonymous.
So, Skippy, it's strange that the police took Matlala's statement and never bothered to verify if it's true or not. They didn't check the means of communication between Matlala, the minister, and Mokgotsi. They didn't even want to check the reason why he called Bigitele and what favor he wanted from Bigitele, what exactly he want Bigitele to do, and why specifically Bigitele out of all the ministers, because Bigitele is a former minister. Why trust Bigitele? I mean, all of a sudden, you go to a minister with such information what did he expect to do? If such questions aren't asked, I don't think I will believe anything that's coming out of this commission. I'm sorry, but some of the things that they're not asking, and the fact that police are not even verifying information they're getting, it's scary for me. Thank you, Zuko from Freed.
Sorry, Kathy. Daniel from the Free State. You know what? Like Advocate Mohlahlana, the woman has keep on being there at the commission. They are the people who are really getting the question and answers of what is happening. This is what I'm saying. If Zondo Commission was run by women, would have had more better result than we people fooling us around. But with women asking these people questions now, we're really getting somewhere. It's like you talking on the show, no? We understand very well what is happening. Thank you.
Hi, morning, Kathy and SAFM listeners. Makale mentioned that he didn't have any responsibilities because Minister Mkhunu was still busy adjusting and knowing how police operates. Those are the consequences of appointing people who doesn't even know that department or who doesn't have clue of what they're going to need. So we must move away from this things of just appointing or cadre deployment and put in people with experience on what they are going to do. So the country now must stand because of a man who's still trying to get experience or know his department.
Morning, Katie. When I'm summarizing what is happening in South Africa, all of them are power hungry, Katie. Others are going to Burkina Faso, others are lambasting each other, trying to compete for the 2026 and 2029 elections, thinking that you are stupid. South African citizens are stupid, promising that they are going to fight for black people. They are lying. They want to refill their tanks, their mikabas. All of them, all these parties, they think they are better than the other one. Bottom line, they want to be Lutuli House, Katie, greedy. Thank you, Katie.
Hashtag SAFM Talking Point.
Yes, we have provided the commission with the recordings. Yes, please.
Witnessy, please inform the commission of the source of the recordings and the date on when they originated.
Commissioners, the recordings were recorded by me with my cell phone, and they were recorded on the 14th of May, 2025.
And to confirm, the specific occasion relates to the informal conversation you had with Mr. Matlala subsequent to his arrest. Is that correct?
That is correct. The recordings were before a warning statement of Mr. Matala could be obtained.
And commissioners, for the record, the full recordings themselves are quite lengthy. The full recordings are quite extensive, but we intend to play excerpts, limited excerpts of the recordings.
Perhaps before you do that, can we just confirm this? Witness C, did Mr. Matala become aware that you were recording the conversation he was having with you?
Thank you, Commissioner. Before I started recording, I requested him that for our safety and the authenticity of whatever you'll be saying, I would request to
record, and indeed he agreed, he consented to the recording. Thereafter, I started recording after he has consented.
Thank you.
Witness C, prior to playing the relevant portion of the recording, I'm going to play a few seconds in advance, and then please confirm that the recording is audible on your side.
Thank you.
So I know it's you. Whereas you just told us already. You find it yes.
I can't quite hear. I don't know. There's something with the sound.
Sorry, Commissioner, sorry, Chairperson, I didn't hear that.
I'm saying I can't quite hear. There's something with the sound. Something official. Whatever the correct word is.
Perhaps I'll ask the IT support team to decrease the volume just a smudge. We'll try again, Chairperson.
Maybe lower the volume a bit. Yeah.
Whereas you just told us already. You find it yes. The flight and stuff. Yes, it's biting from one number that's my dad. That's why I did number two. Now I was in to give a lamb. I'll take my book. You can open and see. You take it again and it's today. Stay safe today.
Can you hear it?
I can hear, Chairperson, but admittedly, I've listened to the recording several times, so I don't know if I'm running off brain memory. Yes, could I?
Yes. Should we get some technical people to
Chairperson, an indulgence, please. Could we?
Okay, so what's happening, which you will not be able to see, is that there's a lot of consulting taking place with regard to that sound. We might have heard it just fine over the radio, but that's because we're plugged into the sound system that the Commission is using. It does seem that inside the room there's an issue in terms of how well that audio can be heard and is translating. So by all indications, it looks like they may take another adjournment just to ensure that the technology aspect is sorted. There we go. Let's take you back into the room.
Ms. Mohlahlana, let us continue with the witness's evidence or from the statement all the way to the end. And at the end of his testimony, um, you can then try to see if you can get it playing the way it should. And if you still can't, then we may, as a last resort, that we be given a transcript.
Thank you, Chairperson. We'll proceed
Yes.
on that basis.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Witness C.
Thank you.
Witness C, just to update you, we've had some challenges in the auditorium regarding the quality of the recordings. And so the direction from the chairperson is that we continue with the evidence and then we will revisit the issue of the recordings. At this juncture, you have then concluded your testimony as it relates to Minister Mchunu. Could I kindly ask you then to please turn to paragraph 33 of your witness statement? My apologies, page 33 of your witness statement. The respective heading there is General Sibia.
I am there.
Thank you, Witness C. With respect to paragraph 104, please then detail to the Commission how exactly Mr. Matlala said he came to meet General Sibia.
Thank you, commissioners. As we advanced with our talk or interview, then we came to ask him to say, how did you know Lieutenant General Sibia, the DNC? And he indicated that he used to provide security services at the farm of the late Mr. Msibi, who was also known as Mr. Swazi or the old man. He indicated that Lieutenant General Sibia was a regular person there, who would always, from time to time, they will meet at the farm. And at the farm, that is where he had met a lot of Mr. Msibi's associates who were introduced to him as the Big Five. And they were also calling each other brothers.
Thank you, Witness.
So
please proceed.
I wanted to say that that is how he became to know the Deputy National Commissioner, Lieutenant General.
Witness C, you started off this section by saying, as we continued with our interview, can we just locate this? Is this a conversation that's happening in what the evidence leader has referred to as an informal discussion, or are you now interviewing him for purposes of taking a statement? I think there's a proper word for it. At which point are you now when this discussion is happening?
Commissioner, this is our informal interview and our talk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. In reference to your testimony in terms of testimony in 104, you made mention to a farm. Please tell the Commission what you know, if any, about this farm and where it's located.
Thank you, commissioners.
The farm is located just after Skral at a game reserve.
And
This farm,
please proceed, Witness C.
and this farm is known to be the most secured farm that only those who are or who were close to the late Mr. Msevi had access to the farm.
Thank you. And the reference to the big five, please explain what you understand that to be a reference to.
The big five, as we had really been in the investigations here in Gauteng, we have came to know that these are the people who are in control of the activities that are happening in the government, the SAPS, actually each and every government department that they have full control and oversight to. It's a criminal world that has more control into the government, as we understood.
With reference to paragraph 105 and 106, please share further what else Mr. Matlala disclosed about his relationship with General Sibia.
Thank you, commissioners. Mr. Matlala indicated that after the passing of Mr. Msebi, Lieutenant General Sibia approached him and said to him, now since that the old man, referring to Mr. Msebi, has passed away, it means that now you will continue to take care of me.
How you,
and
sorry, Witness C. How you put it now is not the same as you put it in your statement. Now you suggest that General Sibia was telling Mr. Matlala that he was going to take care of him, whereas in your statement you say that Mr. Matlala said, please take care of me and I will take care of you. Can you clarify what exactly was said?
That is correct, commissioners. Since I'm not reading word for word on the statement, it is the way that is put on the statement is correctly so. And as the commissioners will listen to the tapes afterwards, it will be indeed confirmed that, yeah, his statement was that now since that Mr. Msebi is no more, please take care of me and I will take care of you in return. And for that, commissioners, Mr. Matlala indicated that he understood that when General Sibia asked him to take care of him, he meant that he should take care of him financially or to support him financially. So from there going forward, Mr. Matlala would give payments to Lieutenant General Sibia, payments for around 500,000 at a time.
Did you, at the time or later, ask for proof of this? If not you, did anyone else at a later stage ask for proof of this? The payments to General Sibia of amounts of around 500,000 rand at a time.
Thank you, commissioners. We asked him as to how does he make payments to General Sibia, and he informed us that General Sibia doesn't accept electronic transfers, but he prefers cash. So therefore, there wouldn't be a proof payments.
Witness C, can I take you back to paragraph 106, where your statement reads, please take care of me and I will take care of you. You've explained that Mr. Matlala relayed to you that he understood his role there to be one of financial support. But was there a point where Mr. Matlala explained to you what then was the role of General Sibia in relation to him and in exchange for that financial support?
Thank you, commissioners. Yeah, in the favors or the taking care of Mr. Matlala by General Sibia, as he had indicated, Mr. Matlala indicated that General Sibia and General Sinona assisted him in getting the securing the and there is a point where he also indicated that he had a problem with the utilizing the sick bay or the clinic at the police college that he was supposed to have been using. And General Sibia was the one whom he went to the office to have that matter sorted out.
I'm sorry, using the what at the college?
There's a clinic there at the police college. We normally call it sick bay. It's a medical facility at the Pretoria West Academic College, SAPS Academic College.
Witness C, your paragraph 106 suggests that the payments, the alleged payments to General Sibia happened after Mr. Msibi had passed on. And I say so because it reads, he described after the old man, Mr. Msibi, also known as Mswazi, died, General Sibia came to him and said, Mswazi is no longer here, please take care of me and I will take care of you. He understood this as a reference to financial support, so he would give him payments of 500,000 rand at a time. This reads to convey that the payments started only after Mr. Sibia died. Is that Mr. Msibi? Oh dear God, did I just kill General Sibia? Is that your understanding of that relationship, that the payments, the alleged payments to General Sibia began only after Mr. Msibi passed away?
Thank you, commissioners. When we started when he started talking about General Sibia, he kept on saying that General Sibia is a criminal himself. And I believe that when he says that the old man is no longer here, please take care of me, I would also assume that the taking care of him by Mr. Mohlahlana would be that maybe it might be a continuation, or he will be starting to take care of him as the old man had passed. So I will not specifically be sure, as he didn't clarify that point as to whether he only started taking care of him after the passing of Mr. Msibi, or he had been taking care of him prior the passing of Mr. Msibi, and the general wanted him to continue to do as he had been doing before. My assumption comes only after he had indicated to me that General Sibia is a criminal himself, and he kept repeating those words.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness C, in continuing your informal talk with Mr. Mohlahlana, what, if anything, was his outlook or overview of his relationship with General Sibia? Was it positive or negative at that moment in time?
At that time, he indicated that his relationship with General Sibia was only based on money, that General Sibia will only be on the receiving end.
Chairperson, I noticed that we've just gone over 11 before I'm accused of depriving you of tea.
Let's continue until 11:15 and adjourn at that point.
Thank you. Thank you. Witness C, you were then detailing the nature of Mr. Mohlahlana's relationship with General Sibia, and please then proceed to paragraph 108 and explain to the Commission the methods he would utilize in order to deliver money to General Sibia.
Thank you, commissioners. With his own mouth, Mr. Mohlahlana indicated that he would go to General Sibia's house, and here he didn't specify which house, and whereby he will do the drop off the money, and that there's another house, a townhouse at a gated community in Center, where also he would go there, and he would, as directed by the general, he will drop off the money. Further to this, he gave a bit of a more detail to say that when you access this gated community or this estate, then there will be a circle. General Sibia will come from one of the houses and stand by the circle. He doesn't allow any person into his house. Then he will hand over the package to him, and then thereafter he will drop off. And again, that he knows he didn't know the name of the estate, but he knows that at the same estate, it is where there's a character known to him as Serge Kabonge, the fixer, who is also owning a house at that complex. So yeah, that is how he would get as to how he do the drop-offs.
Witness C, just for clarity's sake, I missed it. Please identify the individual who he says resides in the complex.
It's a name, a person named Serge Kabonge. Serge Kabonge. It's a Congolese national. Some people they call him the blesser, and some people they call him the fixer.
Thank you, Witness C. And
please spell the name for the record.
It's SERGE, and then the surname is CABONGE.
Thank you.
Witness C, in addition to money dropped off at a townhouse in Sandton, please explain to the Commission with reference to paragraph 109 how else funds were advanced by Mr. Mohlahlana to General Sibiya.
Thank you. He indicated that after each and every payment by the SAPS for his tender, then a portion of the payment will be given to General Sibiya. And he indicated that sometimes he will pay to the total amount of 1 million a month.
Did Mr. Mohlahlana ever relay to you why there was a link between him receiving payment in respect of a invoice and then him transferring or sending money to General Sibiya? Why were these two actions seemingly interlinked?
One would make a cross-reference back to say that General Sibiya and General Sinona helped him to secure the SAPS tender. So then the only conclusion that one will come to it is that maybe there was an agreement between them that whenever a payment is made by the SAPS, then a portion will come to me.
Let's see, does Mr. Mohlahlana in these recordings say that General Sibiya and Sinona assisted him to get the tender? Is it something that is contained in these recordings?
Yes, that's correct, Commissioners. It is contained in the recording.
Thank you.
Just before we break, Witness C, you are getting these revelations about ministers, very senior generals in the police setup. They involve exchange of money and bribery. What did you do with this information? Did you prepare a statement for your superiors so that action could be taken against these people?
Thank you, Commissioners. As a junior official, when this involves the senior management of the SAPS, I sent a report to the senior managers of the SAPS so that I will be guided as to what steps should I take further. And when the July 6 happened, we were still investigating the authenticity and or the aversions by Mr. Mohlahlana.
Am I understanding you correctly that the report that you gave to your superiors directly or indirectly led to the media briefing on July 6th?
I am not specifically saying that it led to the July 6th. I am saying that by the time July 6th happened, the media briefing on July 6th happened, we were investigating the aversions by Mr. Mohlahlana.
Yeah. You say in instances like these, you prepare a report for your superiors. Did you prepare one in respect of these revelations? Did you prepare a report in respect of these revelations? A report for your or to your superiors? Please answer the
Yes.
question. Please. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Commissioner, to interject you.
No, I just wanted to say, please give a direct answer because
oh, yes.
Commissioner Khumalo asked a similar question and I'm not sure what your answer was. So that's why I'm saying, please give a direct answer. I think you already have, which is a yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yes.
Chairperson, it's 1:15.
It's 16 past.
It's like 31.
All right, so there you have it then. More allegations, damning allegations at that, are being made about the Deputy National Commissioner. This is General Sibia and his relationship with Cathy Mohlahlana, at least as is alleged by this police officer or by witness C, yes, who is saying he recorded Vusimusi Cathy Mohlahlana before he took down his sworn affidavit. And these are the things that Mohlahlana was telling him in the conversation, that he felt let down and betrayed by powerful people who are supposed to protect him and intervene in his case. So all of this in the aftermath of what sounds like a very perplexed Cathy Mohlahlana about why he's been arrested in the first place after all the assistance that he has sought in different individuals. So that's part of where we'll pause with the evidence for now. Certainly more will continue. And I think an important question that has been asked is, if the police have had this information and have been sitting on this evidence, surely the likes of General Sibia should have been arrested by now. So why have they not been arrested? What else is it that is missing? Or what else is it that is contributing to the story? We'll take a quick break. Let's see. It is quite late, but we'll still bring you the latest news update, because something tells me that come 12 o'clock we might not have that updated also. Don't be alarmed. It's not the top of the hour. It is, however, 20 past 11.
Thank you, Cathy. On the top stories, witness C testifies on Kunu's contributions for presidential campaign and 5 small parties in support of Dada Morero. For SAFM News, I'm Ondelambana, and a very good morning. Witness C has detailed how businessman and criminal suspect Vusumuzi Ketmatlala contributed 500,000 rand to Senzo Mchunu's ANC presidential campaign. The witness is testifying before the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry in Pretoria. He says Matlala informed him of the contribution on the day of his arrest in May 2025. Witness C says Matlala also spoke of contributing plane tickets and accommodation to ANC members attending the party's functions.
I jokingly asked if he had, he believed if Minister Mkhunu will succeed in the presidency campaign for the ANC, and he indicated that now he did not believe that the minister will win in his campaign, but he was afraid of discouraging him.
Parliament's ad hoc committee has confirmed that it has decided to call back KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi when it starts to wrap its work. The committee was established to investigate Mkhwanazi's allegations that senior police officials, including Minister Senzo Mchunu, are corrupt, interfere in policing operations, and have links to criminal syndicates. Umkhonto weSizwe Party's committee member Sibonelo Nomvalo says that Mkhwanazi will be called to respond to a number of issues.
Our view, Chair, is that we agree with that General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi must come back. But he must not only come back for one issue. Besides the issues that were raised about him by other witnesses, in fact, besides the issue of him withdrawing some remarks about General Ecele, there are other issues that, in our view, needs more clarity from him.
Action SA says Deputy Police Minister Kasel Matale has validated its proposed constitutional amendment to abolish the position of Deputy Minister. Matale, who appeared before Parliament's ad hoc committee this week, made startling revelations when he admitted that he had not been assigned any duties in his department. Matale also said he and his fellow Deputy Minister were still waiting for direction from the embattled Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. Action SA Parliamentary Caucus leader Ethel Trollip.
When the Deputy Minister goes before the ad hoc committee and says that he has no jobs assigned to him, no specific responsibility, and no delegation been given to him by his minister 16 months after being appointed, to me, validates our call to remove deputy ministers because they are actually redundant. How can you be working and not have the job description of what it is that you are supposed to be doing? Because how do you get evaluated if your work?
5 small parties say Johannesburg Mayor Dada Morero is doing a good job and must stay in his position for the sake of stability and continuous delivery of basic services. The parties who are within council under the banner of the Johannesburg Progressive Caucus briefed the media in Braamfontein. The African Independent Congress, PAC, United Independent Movement, Good and COPE have thrown their weight behind Morero ahead of the tabling of a motion of no confidence in him during a meeting at the end of the month. Johannesburg Speaker and AIC Councillor Margaret Arnold says the mayor should be given a chance to finish what he has started.
If we take out data now, we will cause instability again, and we don't want that. You, as the residents of the city of Johannesburg, you want to have service delivery. You want to have accountability. And that is what we have to give to you. And if you are going to change and get another mayor tomorrow, whether you put me in or you put anybody in, I'm going to start from scratch again. And I'm going to be having to find my feet.
4 men have gone on trial in France after being accused of taking part in what prosecutors believe was a Russian attempt to destabilize the country. The men, who are all from Bulgaria, were allegedly seen spraying red paint over a Jewish memorial in Paris. Here's the BBC's Paul Moss.
When George Filipov and others were arrested for vandalizing a Paris memorial last year, he insisted it was just a drunken act of vandalism. But then why did 3 of them immediately flee to Bulgaria? It followed other provocative acts of vandalism, including one where pigs' heads were dumped in front of mosques. Reports suggest the men are all linked to Russia's spy agency, the FSB. France has been a particularly staunch supporter of Ukraine. This trial may uncover whether the Kremlin wants to provoke division in France by way of revenge.
Recapping the top story, Witness C has detailed how businessman and criminal suspect Vusimuzi Cathy Mohlahlana contributed 500,000 rand to Senzo Mchunu's ANC's presidential campaign. I'm Mundalambana for SFM News.
SAFM 104 to 107 nationwide.
If you think you cannot afford a lawyer, think again. Clientele Legal has made professional legal services affordable. You receive up to 745,000 rand worth of legal services per year. Our range of plans include cover for you, your spouse, children, and extended family. Plans include cover for civil, criminal, and labor-related matters. Whether it's protection orders, gender-based violence, uncontested divorce, or poor service, your Clientele Legal lawyer will be there to assist you. Our services are convenient. Simply pick up the phone and call your lawyer or send us an email and we'll get back to you. All plans include a bail benefit of up to 5,000 rand and we'll go to the police station and pay it for you. Plus, Clientele Legal offers you 24-hour telephonic legal advice. SMS SAFM to 32195. That's SAFM to 32195. Clientele General is an authorized FSP and licensed non-life insurer. T's and C's online. Standard rates apply.
Streaming Scheme Sum on the way to class.
Catching the Premier League while waiting for your order.
Jamming to Metro FM before you even get out of bed.
On SABC Plus, sinayo yonke into ifunayo. Your shows, your music, your way, anytime, anywhere. Zero subscription fees.
On your phone, tablet, or smart TV.
Download SABC Plus on iOS or Google Play Store.
SAFM's award-winning drama department presents to you the radio drama series Skyline.
Passage to cockpit, medical emergency now.
Cabin crew to your stations.
Where the skies promise adventure, but behind the cabin doors, untold secrets are found.
Signing off on cheap parts they installed like it's nothing.
Catch the radio drama series every Saturday at 9 p.m. on SAFM, leading the conversations that move us.
It all starts with FNB Private. Diversify your portfolio to grow your wealth. Gain global exposure through shares or unit trusts on the FNB app. Tap into international investments and tax-efficient offshore trusts to build your legacy. Unlock invaluable with FNB Private. Help changes everything. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSB and credit provider. FNB International Trustees, FNB IT registration number 3080. Licensed by the Guernsey Financial Services Commission to conduct fiduciary business. T's and C's apply.
The Clarets are looking for a win on home soil to rise from the bottom half.
Foster, it's going to win it! Oh, finish! Lyle Foster! Surely he's won it!
On the other side, the Gunners of London are prepared to do everything in their power to protect their #1 position.
Shot comes in! Alice Geza! His former club with a fine finish! 1-0 to the Arsenal. Look at that!
This is the Premier League. Do not miss out on this exhilarating clash between Burnley FC and Arsenal FC. The Saturday 1 November at 4:30 p.m. Live on SABC Plus and SABC 3. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. For the love of the game.
Don't miss your chance to shape the future. The Limpopo Investment Conference 2025, Limpopo Rising, Africa's new investment frontier. Your gateway to unparalleled opportunities from October 30 and 31st in Polokwane. Seize the groundbreaking prospects in mining, agriculture, tourism, and green energy. Connect with global visionaries and investors driving Africa's economic boom. Limpopo's wealth is waiting. Be part of the rise. Join the conversation on lic.lcxonline.co.za. Invest in Limpopo. Invest in success.
Gordon Ramsay is back, and your favorite kitchen disasters are still somehow in business. New season, same confused chefs, terrifying walk-ins, and enough grease to fry your Wi-Fi. Watch as Gordon tries to fix the unfixable with nothing but sheer rage, British sarcasm, and an iron stomach. Kitchen Nightmares Season 8, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on S3. Come for the food, stay for the emotional damage.
Yes. There's never a dull moment when two giants meet. Reigning champions Masandawana want to remain on the summit. However, Amapagania chase 3 points to breathe closer to the top spot. This is the Betway Premiership. It's a Gazini forever. Catch Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates this Saturday, 1 November at 2:30 p.m. Live on SABC Plus and SABC One. Then on SABC radio stations at 3:30 p.m. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
This October month, SFM joins the world in breast cancer awareness. We bring you conversations that highlight the importance of early detection, survivor stories that inspire hope, and expert advice that could save lives. Together, let's spread awareness and support the fight against breast cancer. SAFM, leading the conversations that move us.
Doing the right thing just got more rewarding from 8 October to 31 December. When you pay your TV license, we'll say thank you with a 50 Rand grocery voucher and more. It's our way of celebrating you for helping us to keep local stories and talent alive. Pay, wait for your SMS, and follow the instructions to claim your reward. Make sure your contact details are up to date so we can send your prize straight to you. TV licenses, pay yours, make a difference.
The Talking Point with Cathy Mohlahlana. Weekdays, 9 a.m. till midday.
Oh, that's good. This thing is all about money, man. Everyone needs doing their own thing just so that they can get money and get paid and all those things, whereas we are suffering as the citizens. And again, I tend to ask myself, witnessing today is making clear explanations. We can hear him from A to Z on what he's saying. Then his boss, that brigadier who was there yesterday, we even wonder how did one get such a position while they cannot even account or cannot even state things clear. It's just a mess, man. It's anonymous.
Good morning, SFM and the listeners. You see, all these things happening now, it's not new, and it's not only in South Africa, it's all over. At least South Africa is trying now to take a step, but most of African countries, it's like this, complicated. That's why Africa is not going far.
Cathy, did Ramaphosa not say he wants a report, a regular report, or a report regularly? Where are we standing with this? He hasn't been in the country, doesn't care about what's happening in the country is burning, and he's out there receiving honors. I mean, that is what he lives for. He doesn't care about what is going on in this country. Okay, you guys sort it out, commissioners. I'll see what I can do. He does nothing anyway. Sick and tired of Ramaphosa.
Morning, Siske, and the viewers of SAFM at large. Yeah, the testimony of these witnesses, both A, B, and C, they point to the fact that dots are connected now. We now know that who General Lebiya Wehawks, he was in cahoots with General Sibiya, SAPS. They were together in covering for Umchunu and his criminal cohorts. Kunzima kushubile. So inzima le nto kudwa umhlaba amandla lokusiya kwe-agriculture tango werini nihambe mabhani.
Kathy, at the end of the day, nothing is going to come out of this commission. Yes, we are excited now, like we always do in South Africa. But at the end of the day, nothing is going to come out of this. We are South Africans. Who doesn't know? We are South Africans. It's we are in time.
Cathy, good morning. I can sense the frustration in your voice, and I totally understand. It's like you say, the police minister talking to a gangster, businessman, criminal. It's just absurd. Just the sentence in itself is absurd. So totally get your frustration, but great show nonetheless. Thank you, Brad Marisburg.
Good morning, Kathy. I think the information by the police, as you were saying, Kat said he wanted to speak, but I don't think they were more interested in digging more into what he was saying. They were just wanted to hear his side of the story, whatever that he wanted to say. I don't think they really wanted to do anything with what he was saying because he was not talking about the case which he was arrested for. He was just telling him, he was not telling them the things that were happening, so forth and so forth. So I don't really blame them for not taking much. And I trust Kate's side of the story, everything that he said. But then we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting. Thank you.
And to add on my voice note, if possible, I was so surprised that Honorable Mngango from Nongoma, he didn't questioning that relationship of former Minister of Police relationship with Mpongose. He didn't question because it was on a headline. Everyone knows around on our area what kind of man Mpongose is. And then he wasn't have that relationship with even his son as well. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Sister. Yeah. Explosive after explosive after explosive. You know, it's so sad because even this morning they're talking about that they've been funding the ANC or the January 8th statement conference. Is the money that is supposed to be given to the community?
All right. On that note, then, let's take you back to the Maganga Commission as it reconvenes.
For the Commission, a further method in which funds would be given to General Sibia.
Thank you, Commissioners. First thing first, Mr. Mohlahlana has also given us General Sibia's phone numbers. The initial time he gave us the phone numbers, it was during the visit at his house on 6 December 2024. And secondly, when we were on his arrest, that is where he also gave us the contact details of General Sibia. He also, we also asked him as to how does he pay General Sibia. He indicated that he will do the drop-offs at the house, and then there's also a character known as Sergeant F.E. Ngosi, whom he indicates that he is the person who will be the transporting the funds from him to General Sibia, and he also gave us the ABSA account details of Sergeant F. Nkosi, and also indicated that he is also in constant communication with this Sergeant Nkosi. Furthermore, that this Sergeant Nkosi is working at the National Organized Crimes, which is the unit under the direct command of the DNC with the General Sibia.
Witness C, in an earlier part of your evidence, you made reference to a Sergeant F.E. Nkosi. You gave evidence that this is a police official who tipped Mr. Mohlahlana off about a operation scheduled at his residence. Is this the same Sergeant Nkosi that you list in paragraph 110?
That is correct, commissioners. On the 6th of December, he did show us the contact numbers of Nkosi, of Sergeant Nkosi, but he had saved him as Warrant Officer F.E. Nkosi, where in actual fact, when we checked, because like he also had his personal number on one of the screenshots that he had. Then when we checked, we did determine that he is not a warrant officer, but a sergeant. And yeah, he indicated that this Sergeant Nkosi is the one who facilitates the transfers of money to General Sibia. And in one of the conversation that Mr. Mohlahlana showed us, he also indicated that this Sergeant Nkosi is in possession of Mr. Mohlahlana's